Good afternoon, everyone. I hope y'all are having a good start to this new work week. It's been a mostly dry start to this Monday. But you'll see here over the past several hours, we have had a couple of stray showers in our northern counties north of Interstate 20. Those move through Holmes and Atala County, but you'll notice they're fizzling out as they move towards the south. So we'll keep the potential for a couple of stray showers in the forecast this afternoon, especially for those north of Interstate 20, but unfortunately, I am expecting mostly dry conditions to continue. It's not out of the question that we'll get a quick downpour here in the metro, but I just really would not count on it. It's looking like today, mostly dry conditions with partly cloudy skies this afternoon. Temperatures in the low 90s for most, 91 in Jackson, 94 in Prentiss, 92 in Laurel. Durant is at 80 because that's where that rain has moved through. We'll stay in the low 90s throughout this afternoon, forecasting 94 for Yazoo City, 93 in Jackson, low 90s across the Pine Belt as well. We're going to keep this warm and dry pattern throughout the rest of this week for the most part because of our upper level airflow. We're still under an upper level ridge, which is causing high pressure at the surface, and whenever you have that high pressure at the surface, you have all that sinking air, so we're not really expecting much rain, dry conditions, and warming temperatures staying in the low 90s. That ridge will persist throughout this week, so we're not going to see many changes in that forecast. High temperatures in the low 90s on a daily basis. That average high is about 88 degrees. So we're going to range from, we'll probably be up to 5 degrees above average for today, and then still likely to remain above average as we head throughout much of the next 8 days. With that upper level air pattern, that upper level ridge, unfortunately it is going to limit our potential for rain. We do have a couple of chances this afternoon, talked about north of Interstate 20 mainly, mostly dry for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday though. As we head towards Friday, a cold front will try to approach the state of Mississippi, but I'm expecting it to stall out to our west. So that will bring the potential for a couple of stray showers, but not expecting anything widespread for Friday or the weekend, even though we really do need the rain because it has been a dry start to September. Typically, from November the 1st through November the 14th, Jackson averages about 1 8/10 of an inch of rain, but so far we've received 7/100 of an inch. Hattiesburg has received less than 1/100 of an inch, and Natchez isn't doing much better, 4/100 of an inch. So we're having a dry start to September. We had a dry August for the most part, and those two combining are resulting in drought across much of the state of Mississippi. Those north of us are dealing with it worse than what we already have it at, but I'm unfortunately expecting the drought to worsen for us as well because those rain chances are going to remain minimal as we head throughout the next several weeks. Right now, 67% of the state of Mississippi is in a level 1 out of 5 drought. Our northwestern counties up here in Humphreys, Yazoo, Sharkey, and Issaquena counties, they are under a moderate drought, level 2 out of 5. But like I said, all of us are likely going to be dealing with drought conditions over the next few weeks because we're just not expecting much rain. We are still watching the tropics. We're still in hurricane season, even though it has been really quiet in the Atlantic over the last few weeks. Not complaining that it's quiet. We'd much rather it be quiet, but now there is the potential for some more tropical development here as a tropical wave continues moving away from Africa. It's moving towards the north and west. 90% chance that it turns into a tropical storm over the next week. We're going to keep monitoring this, but no tropical impacts for us to worry about over the next 8 days. Now, I talked about hurricane season. The peak of hurricane season typically is September the 10th. We're past that, so it's been unusually calm, but hurricane season runs all the way through the end of November. So we've just got about a month and a half left, but we could still see some development. We've got that wave out there now that we're watching, so we're going to keep our eyes on the tropics for the next several months. Our 8-day forecast, though, is really dry, unfortunately. Just a few chances for a stray shower here and there this afternoon, and then returning by this weekend. Partly cloudy skies on a regular basis. Temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s at night. Low 90s during the afternoon. Appreciate y'all watching on Facebook Live or on YouTube. Chief Meteorologist Ken South will be here tonight with your next weather update. I hope y'all have a great rest of this Monday.